Yo boy, yo bo, Andre. Let me see, is this on this end down here? Let me kind of twist this a little bit. All right, I'm about to get into some stuff. Um, if you're trying to learn how to play like the pros, not necessarily sound like the pros, but just at least learn how to play like the pros. Or learn some ideas that the pros use in their playing. Maybe we'll go like that. So let me get into it. I'm not a keyboard player, but in Jesus' name, in Jesus Christ's name, I just might get there. All right, got my pencil. And for you guys out there who's been following me, I call y'all students. I'm a student myself, actually. Actually, it's a funny thing. I'm a student teacher of my own self sometimes. All right, I got a notepad. This is how simple this is gonna be. I don't know how much more simpler that I can get this. There's this several folks, or just a few. I just say a few of folks who might believe or feel I do a little talking. I'm gonna keep on doing a little talking because as many times I've come across some musicians out there in this industry or in this world, actually, in my lifetime, basically, a lot of musicians do not really want you to know what they're doing. And it's not everybody that way. It's you just got, those particular cats who might get intimidated or frightened or scared or terrified for whatever unknown reason. I don't know. Intimidated, frightened, scared. I don't know. I don't know why. Water with a little squirt of lemon juice from the little thing, plastic thing. Ooh, that tastes good. And it's cold too. All right. So, yes, I'm gonna do some talking because there's some musicians out there who don't know what the pros are doing. And if you want to learn how to play like the pros, not necessarily that you want to play like them or beat them. You can't beat nobody but yourself. But at least that you can get an idea on what they're doing. And this is just my attempt to do it on the keys. And I'm not a keyboard player. But if I stick to this, as you guys would for beginner level musicians, maybe intermediate level, the musicians who's already arrived, already where you at, of course this video is not for you, and I understand that respectfully. You can just move on to somebody else who's actually doing way better than yourself. But for the people who's on that tail end of the line, they trying to climb, up this little rope. I remember the cat, he was teaching me some ideas. He was like, man, just start climbing this rope because I'm going to show you some ideas. And here I is, getting ready to learn these ideas. All right. And so then what he had to say, I'm going to say what he told me. He said, listen, man, I'm going to give you some ideas. And then it's really up to you to run with it, man. Now, thank God for technology, right? Thank God for technology. Because, sometimes you might have a musician who just don't have the time of the day to sit down there and try to tell you what kind of chords they're playing or what's the name of the type of chord. So thank God for technology, all right? But also thank God for the few musicians that I've come across, and I say few, that said, hey, listen, man, go get this, go get you a laptop, go get you a keyboard, go get you an organ, all right, and I'll show you some stuff, but it's just really at the end of the day, it's up to you to put the energy into practicing it and get to know what you need to know. And so it came down to a point. One day I started thinking like, man, I need to learn my scales. on the keyboard. I already knew how to do the scales on the horn, two different type of instruments. So I didn't know how to do that at the time, and so I had to go back and reteach myself the scale and get to familiarize myself with the notes on the keyboard or the organ. And I literally have to teach myself. The one thing that a few musicians I talk with, they said, don't worry about the fingering yet. Just get familiar with the notes for now. People may say, yes, use the correct fingering. That's up to you if you desire to do that. But I may mention about this an illustration I made where I heard a musician 2 nights ago, I believe it was, and there was 2 musicians on the same path, right? Are learning ideas, and I mean they're great musicians. When I mean the word great, I mean awesome, dope, off the hook, off the chain. I can go with whatever words I can come with. These musicians are like off the chain. But the 2 musicians got communicating about something that I never even thought about. And the one musician said, hey, listen, man, on this path, you know, we're gonna use this highway I-80, right? We both on I-80. There's 4 lanes on the highway. I'm in the fast lane, you in the second fast lane. Whoever the other cat in the next lane could be me at the 3rd lane, or maybe I'm on the 4th lane and somebody else is better than me is on that 3rd lane. But we all heading in the same direction. We're learning a specific song, but one musician might approach it differently from the other, but yet we still heading in the same direction. I might come with a better idea or different idea. Guy in lane number 2 might come with a different idea. Guy in lane 3 may come with doing the same song, doing the same thing, but coming at it in a different angle. And at the end of the day, you got 4 musicians approaching one song or one idea or whatever it is, but they all had it in the same direction. In other words, I might not use the same fingering as the guy in lane number 3. I might not use the same kind of fingering as the guy in lane number 3 or 4, right? But at the end of the day, we're all heading in the same direction. We just might have a different approach. That's it. And it ain't like the guy in lane number 4 cannot learn what the guy in lane number 2 or 3 or number 1 is doing. That's my point. So if you one of those cats out there like me, and you're in lane number 4 and you're trying to learn how to play like the cat in lane number 2 or 1 or 3, there are levels that you got to go through sometime. So I'm in the lane of something. I might be in lane number 5. And lane number 5 is the lane where you got to go rest. I got a flat tire. I can't go nowhere, so I'm in lane number 5. I'm pulled over to the side waiting for the tow truck to come and get me. Yeah, so I might be in lane number 5. If you in lane number 5, you wait for the tow truck to come and get you. But at the end of the day, sooner or later, lane number 5 got to get on the highway and head in the same direction. You might not get there faster, but you're going to get there eventually. That's really the analogy I'm trying to get. So I might be in lane number 4, and I'm trying to get to lane number 1 to catch up to whoever is in lane 1. But I actually realized I got to start in lane number 4 to get to 3, to get to 2, and 1 over a period of time. That means I don't know everything. All right, so I got my pencil with the little eraser on it, and I got 2 little pencils right here. All right, and I got a keyboard sitting in front of me. So that makes my situation differently, because I can't make any more excuses that why I can't get to lane number 1. I can't get past lane 2 or 3 to get to 1. So I gotta start at whatever level I'm at, right? I was going to use an analogy about driving a 5-speed. You start 1, you go to 2, you go to 3, you go to 4, you go to 5. And if some cars you got 6, some you got 7, and all that and so forth. You got levels. There's a level 1 you got to go through, a level 2, a level 3, a level 4. If you're on a motorcycle, I ain't never ridden a bike before in my life, but here's the thing. I watch these videos how these guys hold the clutch down and step on that gear and drop down to 1 and a partial. You can go to neutral. Then the next one you drop up. But of course, you gotta release the clutch to go into different gears. I never rode a bike before. Hey, but look what I know. And the only reason why I learned that is looking at YouTube. Listening to the person who's instructing on how I can get from one level to the next. I also learned the fact that, hey, if you never rode a bike before, don't be trying to go to all of these gears. Start learning how to understand the first gear to begin with. First of all, learn how to start the bike without it being in the gear. That's the first thing, because if you start the bike up, the bike fly off, and then there is a problem. You're going to have a problem. So with that being said, I'm going to get going here. So thank God for technology. So we need to learn in levels, right? So levels, my level, I had to start out with learn the scales. Next key. Next key. What key I'm in? D. I have to learn this in levels, y'all. Learn my stuff in levels, right? And the thing I have come to the conclusion is not about how fast I do it. It's how accurate I can get it. And I actually couldn't do this while I was talking, right? I had to literally kind of focus. And again, it's not about having excellent fingering position yet. Just try to get familiar with it. Or you learn it the best way you can. At the end of the day, I've learned my skills in all 12 keys. Right? That's what it's all about. And you have to start in levels. All right, I'm in level number 4. Now, from before, I was parked on the side, going nowhere. Right? You have to learn in levels, right? All right, we all learn in levels. That was probably my level number 1. All right, yes, I was in that last lane, number 4. All right, so I was in lane number 4. Well, actually, I was originally in lane number 5 because I wasn't going nowhere. I was parked to the side, waiting for the tow truck to come and get me. All right, so yes, you learn in levels, right? So I had to learn that. All right, now that was one thing sitting here playing the move, but calling it out: C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Again, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Again, C, D, E. Getting familiar with it. E, F, G, A, B. Get familiar with it. Right hand, whatever. Getting familiar with it. Okay? Getting familiar with it. Now I'm ready to go to the next key up. D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, again, D flat, E flat. All right? Getting familiar with C, F on the 3. Okay. Now I've learned that on all 12 keys, right? Now I can move forward and go to the next move, which now let me get the number system in here. 1, C. 2, D. I'm not in a hurry, because I want that mind and my finger getting familiar with 3, E. E is 3, F is 4, right? Muscle memory. 5 is G. 6 is A. All right, number 7 is B. Okay, all right, cool, I got this. C is 1, D2, E3, F number 4, G5, A6, B number 7. Again, C, C1, D2, E3, F4, G5, A6, B7. And I had gotten just a little faster, right? And then I would do the same thing with the next key up, D flat 1, E flat 2. I'm still in lane number 4. F3. I'm trying to let this marinate a little bit, right? Muscle memory. F sharp, a G flat 4, A flat 5, B flat 6, C number 7. Now D flat 1, E flat 2, F3, G flat 4, A flat 5, B flat 6. All right, C number 7. Start it over again. We can continue to do repeat. D flat 1, E flat 2, F3, G flat 4, A flat 5, 6, B flat, number 7, C, back to D. All right, got a little faster. That means my confidence is getting better. So you want to build on your scales in all 12 keys. I did the scale notes and I did the number system with it. D1, E2, F sharp. Now we're not talking flats now because there's no flats in D, in the key of D. F sharp 3, G number 4, A5, B number 6, number 7, C sharp, no flats, and back to my 1. Okay, so now I got D1, E2, F sharp 3, G4, A5, B6, C sharp 7, back to 1D. D1, E2, F sharp 3, G4, A5, B6, C sharp 7, and back to D. And you just pick it up if you're getting familiar with it. And then the next key, E flat 1, F 2. You know what I'm saying? G number 3, A flat 4, B flat 5. Right, you take your time. And number 6 is C. Number 7 is D. And back to your 1. E flat 1, B, C, okay, E flat 1, F2, G3, A flat 4, B flat 5, C6, D7, back to the 1. All right. So now you get familiar with your notes in the number system at the same time. And then everything after that, you really can go sit here and trip on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sit here and trip because it's already in your mind. Muscle memory has kicked in. That's my 1, that's my 7, right? That's my 5, that's my 6, that's my 2, that's my 4, that's my 3, that's my 4. You're gonna know that because muscle memory has kicked in. B flat 1, B flat 6, D flat 1, A flat 5, E flat 2, G flat 4, 7, C. Your mind is gonna auto know that. Even though you learn the chromatic going up, but your mind is going to regulate that and say, all right, 7 C, 4 G flat, B flat 6, 1 D flat, 4 G flat, 2 E flat, B flat 6, 4 G flat, 5 A flat, E flat 2, 7 is C, D is 1. Your brain is gonna know that. It's gonna auto go into this mode because it's kind of like already saying, I know that's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna get familiar with that. Then after a while, hey, I can play a chord on the 6. I can play a chord on the 2. I can play a chord on the 5. And I can play a chord on the 1. Did y'all see what I'm saying? To the 3, to the 6, to the 1. Okay, now that's another level, right? All right. So let's say I got past my number system on that level. I got past my scales in that one level. This is say I want to be in level 1, all right, or level 4. I'm on that tail end. I'm in lane number 4, level number 4, but I want to get to level 1. Okay, that's kind of backwards, right? Generally, we say level 1, you learn, but I'm talking about lane. Like I want to be the best, like the best guy who's doing what he do or what she does and be top notch musician. But I can't get there because they're the number 1 cats in the world, right? I can't get there until I get out of lane number 5 and go to lane 4, lane 3, lane 2, and then get there to be the next number 1 musician on the planet, if you will, right? To be the next, I didn't say be the only one, but be the next cat. All right. All right, be the next guy out there in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. But level 1, technically, learn your skills. So you probably will want to write this down and say, you know what? Okay, I'm a new beginner. I'm in level number 1. I need to learn my skills and the number system with it. Then I can come with, still on level 1, my next move is what? Learn my chords on the 1. Do inversion. Do inversion. Oh. What we learning is the Nashville system, right? They call this the Nashville system for chords, for your scale, your number system, and chords. And being that it's just 7 notes. 7 notes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. 7, right? If you know how to count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you know how to count from 7 to 1, and from 7 to 1, from 7 to 1, and from 1 to 7, you're in the musical game. You in. You just at level number 1. And you just need to learn your scales in the number system. Learn your scales, the notes. Learn your notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. See how fast I can do it? Earlier I had to slow it down because I didn't know. Right? I just didn't know. C. I didn't know that was a D. I didn't know that was an E. I didn't know that was F. I didn't know that was a G, A, and a B. Now I do. All right. I remember going to a training years ago, and I remember this guy. He was over the security program. He asked this question to everybody in the class. No one knew the answer but me. And the only reason why I knew the answer was because it was a simple question he asked. But I looked around in the room and nobody could answer the question. But I kept silent. And I was thinking like, why nobody answered this question? No, I didn't keep silent. I told the guy what the answer was. Everybody's looking over at me like, man, how'd you know the answer? I'm like, he asked a simple question. Point is, if you didn't know something, now you know. I don't know how to ride a motorcycle, specifically learn how to ride a motorcycle. I've never been on one, right? I've never been on a motorcycle for real, right? Okay. But if I go to YouTube or go ask somebody that's riding a bike and ask them, hey, how you ride the bike? They probably gonna say, well, first thing you might need to go take some lessons from a motorcycle class, right? But meanwhile, usually some people will say, hey, man, it's easy, man. It's a piece of cake. You just got to watch out for this. You got to watch out for that. But here, listen, you see the little dial right here? It's, when you put the key in, you turn it partial way. All right, it's going to let you know that the bike is in neutral. All right, cool. Here's your throttle. Here's your brake in the right hand. Here's in the left hand, you have the clutch. All right, down here, you got the gear on the left side. You got the kickstand on the left side, right? All right, cool. All right, that's half my battle from them just telling me just that much information. It seemed like a lot at first. All right, you press down on the clutch. You hit the gear down there all the way down. That's your 1. You barely tap, let go, barely tap, come up off the clutch a little bit, and you go to neutral, and then you can let go of the clutch if you want. If you hold down the clutch again, right, then you tap that tap up. That puts you in 2nd gear. Let go, tap up, let go of the gear, tap up, let go of the clutch, and tap up until you get to all of your 6 gears or however many gears that the bike might ride on. All right, cool. That's all on the left side of the bike. On the right hand side of the bike, all right, I already kind of said some of it already. The right hand side of the bike, okay, this is your brake and your throttle. Oh, okay, that's what's up there on the right hand side. Also, you have on the left part of the foot back there, there's your back brake. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's not really all of it, but that's just part of my battle, right? Okay, then they talk about I believe it's on the left side. Let me see. You got your light and your signal, right? On the right hand side. Then sometimes it's on the left hand side. I'm sorry, on the right hand side, but pretty much on the left hand side, you have your light switch. The light pops on, or you can turn on the lights, or you can turn your signal to the left signal, to the right signal, or your emergency. Oh, then you have on the right hand side on the handlebars, you got the start button, or the kill button, or the choke, or whatever. All right. Oh. All right, cool. That's just the technical part of it, the verbal technical part of it, them telling you how to do it. But it's one thing telling you to do something or telling you all about the bike, but it's a whole nother beast getting on it. Okay, so it's the same thing in the keyboard. And we can sit here and talk about the technical stuff. You need to learn your scales. I can tell you C, D, E, F, G, A, B. I can tell you the next key, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C. I can tell you that all day, right? D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. I can see you tell you this all day. I put it on paper, put it on a blackboard. However, teach you all that. Learn your theory. You can learn the theory without touching the keyboard. Matter of fact, I can turn off the keyboard right now, and I can tell you everything about the theory as far as that is concerned, because I had to learn some of this stuff. I don't know everything, but I'm just talking about the basic fundamentals of theory behind the madness. All right, we can go up to the next key, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, and E flat. Next key, F, G, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, back to E, right? But I can tell you all of this stuff. The next key you're gonna go to is F, A, B, F, A, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, and E, right? And back to F again. We have the next key is G flat, A flat, B flat, D, C flat, D flat, E flat, and F, right? I can tell you all of the theory behind the madness verbally, but it's a whole nother thing getting on it to do it. But you should learn this logically in your mind, right? On paper. I can sit here and write this down all day. As a matter of fact, I did do that in one of my other books. I literally sat down here and wrote down the scales in all 12 keys and memorized them. And then I came to the keyboard or the organ, both, and sat here and physically ran through it. Just like that. Right? Once I was able to know the scale, then now somebody helped me out with by saying, hey, well, you know that's C, this is D flat, this is D, this is E flat, this is E, this is F, this is G flat, this is G, this is A flat, this is A, this is B flat, and this is B. And it's 12 different keys, but all 12 keys have different scales, notes. All right, and once I learned that concept, then I said, oh, this has got to be a piece of cake. So if this is C, that's got to be D, that's got to be E. Because remember, C, D flat, D, duh, E flat, E, oh, F, G flat. All right, you may have D flat and C sharp, they told me that. E flat or D sharp, oh, they told me that. F sharp or G flat, they told me that. A flat or G sharp, they told me that. B flat and A sharp, they told me that. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Then it became a no-brainer. Oh, so this must be C scale, D, E, F, G, A, B. Oh, I got that first key knocked down. And then you must go half step up, half step up. That was the way I learned it. Half step up, half step up, half step up. You hear the cluster, half step up. Oh, that's how I learned it. And then I got D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C. That's how I learned it. The next key up to go to D, cluster, 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 cluster. What? Cluster, cluster. Then I had the next key. That's how I learned it. Same thing with the cluster in the E flat. What? 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 Yeah. So that was how I was able to learn my skills that route. All right. At the end of the day, I end up learning all 12 keys when I kept doing that little process. Right. That's how I learned it. Now, you don't have to learn it that way. There's other ways you can do it, which I had already showed you, one at a time. 7 keys. Half step up. Now, because I was trying to figure out what's the next move. Oh, that was the reason why I did that. Oh, because of the key C scale gave me the idea. Half step up, half step up, half step up, half step over, or up, over. And that's how I did it. You don't have to do it that way. I mean, I'm literally showing it to you, you know, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Now we can go to the next key. D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, right? G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat is on and on and on. Now I can show you the, you know, what people might use to say the correct way of saying it. You might have people say, half step, half step, half step, half step, half step, or whatever. Half step, whole step, whole step, half step, and all this type of stuff. That's fantastic. That's great. Whatever way or whatever methodology you use, just learn your scales in all 12 keys, your number system in all 12 keys, and now we're going to drop chords. So we have a C chord. I got the first inversion on the 1. I'm going to take my 1, know your number, know your note. That's a C, that's an E, and that's G. What's the number system? 1, that was 2, 3, that's 4, 5. Oh, 1, 3, and 5. Oh, so you know, you might say C1, E3, G5. That's exactly what it is on the 1. Now I want to do inversion. Now you kind of see my pinky. My pinky is kind of like, hey, yo, I'm right here. Now I'm doing inversions. Now, if you want to, you can use the same fingering, right? If you wanted to. Preferably, if it feels uncomfortable, switch the fingering, y'all. Right? You do not have to drive down that same road and do the same exact thing I'm doing, because I might feel comfortable doing it that way. I might feel comfortable doing it this way. If not, I'm going to find another way to get it done. Right? I might find a different way. Right? Okay, that was okay. That felt better. So you find whichever way you want to do it. If I even changed the finger and did that, that also feel great. So it's up to you to decide which fingering you want to use. So my 1, C1, E3, G5. If I don't like that fingering, I'll switch the fingering. Just say for now, I'm going to use my 1. All right, that's my 1 finger. Right? That's my 2 finger. That's my 3 finger. If I don't like that voicing of finger or that particular style of finger, I'll go with a 1. And I'll bring over my 3 finger, my 3rd finger, and I'll play the pinky as my 5. It just depends on what I'm trying to get across. So if I was trying to be fancy with a move, now you see my 2 went. My 2 went. That's where you hear cats playing fancy, right? My 1, I put my 3, and I have my 5 finger, because I got 5 fingers, y'all. Or actually 1 thumb, 4 fingers. So in this case, I say if I want to be fancy with the move, I'm just taking my 2 finger and being fancy with something. What if I wanted to use the 1 finger, or actually I'm going to use my 3 and do this. 3, 2, 2, like that. You heard people doing this. 3, 2, slide down to the 2. We call that gracing. 1. Yeah, you hear people doing that. And I got my 5 finger. What's the pinky? And that's where you hear it is. See? And I'm trying to be fancy. That's later on. I just gave you an idea on how you can switch up the fingering if that's what you desire to do. But crazy thing. All right, so that's the reason why I say it's up to you to use whatever fingering you want to use. So maybe somebody else might have a different. They might use it differently, or they might use the 2 to do it. They might do it like that. You know, or if they're doing a different kind of movement, you want to do it like that. See, they might want to do it that way, or like I said, or they might want to do this 1, 2, and I'm gracing the 3 into the flat 3 into the 3. Now I'm gonna put the 5 up there now. See? That's what we call being creative with the idea. By using the 1, the 2, and grace the 3, I got my 5. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? That 1, that 2 and 3 finger doing the gracing or the twanging now. You can do the grace move or you can do the twanging move. That's how 1. That's why it's good to learn your scales in all 12 keys. Now we're about to get these quads. So I have the 1, the 3, and the 5. Thumb 1. Pointer finger is down my number 3. And my middle finger is numero 1, 5 in this case. Now I want to do my inversion. I might change the fingering. Pinky's 5. That's my 5 finger at the top. And my 3rd finger, my 3 fingers in the middle. You know, that middle finger. And then my 1 finger, or which technically is my thumb. I'm doing a C major inversion now, root position. Now we're doing first inversion. Now my thumb is playing the 3, middle finger on the 5, number 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my 1 is at the top, even though I have the 1 on the bottom. Now I want to do another inversion. Now this is probably when I might switch the fingering. All right, I might go ahead and do this. You see now I'm doing this little crawl move. I did the little crawl move. Now this feels a little funny and uncomfortable. No big deal, because remember, that thumb can drop and replace the 1. So it just depends on. See, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that my thumb really wanted to be on the 5, and my pointing finger wanted to be on the 1, and now my pinky is on the 5. I'm sorry, the 3. I'm sorry, the 5 and then the 1 and the 3. Remember, I know the scale, right? So that's my 5, right? Remember, the 1 it was down here, but now the 1 is up here because we're doing inversion. We have the 3 and it's now up here at the top. So that's why you have the 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, and then you have the 3, 5, 1, and then you have the 5, 1, 3. We're doing inversion. Number system is 1, 3, 5, right? 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3. Note wise, C, E, G, E, G, C, G, C, E. That's all that's happening is the rotation. For my beginner musicians out there who are trying to learn to do this, write this down, put it in your notebook, and then you take that concept and transpose it to the rest of the 11 keys. You're on your way. Right? Learn to do that in the other keys. You'll thank me later. If somebody told me the same thing, hey, I'm going to show you this idea, but you're going to thank me later. You're going to thank me later, right? So this musician played this song. All right. Now, before I go there, I'm going to go to B flat and do the same thing. Got my scale. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Repeat. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to the 1 for now. All right, we could talk about the continuation later. Okay. Now I want to drop chords. I did give you the notes, and then I gave you the number system behind it. B flat is the 1. C is the 2. D is number 3 now. Did you hear the word I say now? B flat is now the 1 in that key. C is now the 2. Now the 2 in that key. D is now the 3. Now. E flat the 4. F now is the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now. I hope you catch this. You're going to catch this. All right. The 6 is G now. The 7 is A now. And back to B flat. But when we was in C earlier, I said now, and I said now. Earlier we had C was what number was it? The 1. The D was what number? 2. All right. Now we know our 3 is E. Now F is now number 4 in that key. And B flat, what number was it? Exactly, the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. I gave somebody the clue. I think somebody catching on. So B flat is the 5. There's that G again. What number is it now? It's just 5, 6. What was it earlier in the other key? Yes, the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. A is number 7 in B flat. And C is what number? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're back to our B flat 1. So B flat was not in the C scale. Oh. Now, we got the chords. Remember I showed you the chords on the 1 and C. The root position 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. Come on. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. C, E, G. C, E, G. C, E, G, C1, E3, G5. And then we did inversion. 3E, G5, and C number 1. Y'all catch that, right? Okay. Pay attention to that. So now we're going to go to B flat. B flat is the same process. 1, remember the skip note. Skip 2, go to 3. Skip 4, go to 5. Same thing. B flat the 1, D3 now. The 5 is F. Now we want to do the same thing and do an inversion. We want to take our 1 and put it at the top. We have a first inversion. Number, system, and note is D is what note? 3. Right? F is number 5. And our number 1 is at the top, B flat. I'm giving y'all a clue. I don't know if somebody gonna catch it, but I'm gonna do this again. All right, so we go to B flat now. Okay, so now we're in the first inversion. Now we just move what? The 3 here, and now we have the F is number 5. B flat is number what? 1, and we have our 3D. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. If a musician was thinking of an idea, a chording, he can use this idea. B flat root, C root. What? Yes, he can use or she can use this idea. If the keyboard player wanted to do an inversion, he can go from B flat first inversion to C in first inversion. Oh, where's you driving this to, Bishop? Where you driving this to, Bishop? And then, we have the root position of C. We have the root position of B flat. First inversion and second inversion. Where you driving to, Bishop? So what if I told you can take a B flat and C major and put it at the top? Oh my God! And that's what musicians do. The pro musicians are doing, right? I was in lane number 5, waiting for the tow truck to come and get me. All right. All right. Or either help me fix my car, fix that flat tire, right? I ran out of gas. Whatever the situation is, right? So now I've learned something. I learned my scales in C. I learned my scale in B flat. Oop. I learned my chords in C, inversions, and I learned my other chord in another key. Wait a minute. Where are we going with this? But I said, if a musician wanted to play a voicing down low on a key, he could go to B flat root position, C root position. If I move it up here, or just did that, did this, and did this, I have a B flat 6/9 sharp 11 chord. But I want to spread this out. It sounds okay. It's alright. But let's just clean it up just a little bit, right? So what if I said take the C, the 1 in C, the 3 in C, and the 5 in C, and let's move it up here in second and a root position. Just put it in root position. Just inversion of doing octave higher. Now I want to take my 1 I want to take my 1 in B flat and my 3 in B flat and my 5. I still got a B flat 6/9 sharp 11 chord. Now that I see where my thumb is about to hit that second inversion, I can play the second inversion, the root, the second inversion, the root. What? I'm still playing a B flat 6/9 sharp 11 chord. What? Now I want to go to the first inversion of the C major chord. What? Now, y'all see these two fingers over here like, yo, can you just slide over and let my other fingers get a piece of this move? So, okay, there you go. I got the 1, I got my 3, I got my 5. Now, if I know to add 7 to the mix, add 7 to the mix of B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a B flat major 7 chord. Now, you remember that inversion of move I was doing with the C major chord, right? Now, this changes the name of the chord. I'm doing a B flat major 13 sharp 11 because I added the 6 in B flat. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 6 is in the right hand, y'all. All right, and I've always had the sharp 11. What? Now, I see an open spot right here. All right, which the thumb can pick that up. Which now will cause me to play a B flat major 13. B flat, right? So we had the 1, the 3, the 5, right? The 5, Was this the 6? We call that the 13. Now we could talk about the continuation of the number system because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically back to the 1. But now we're doing a continuation of the number system. Now my 1 turns out to be 8. My 2 is 9. My 3 is 10. My 4 is 11. My 5 is 12. My 6 is 13. My 7 is technically 14. And then now we're back to the 1. Oh, so now I have the 1, 3, 5, 7. Now I got the 13. B flat 13. If I want to get a little dirty with it, get a little dirty with it, I can add the 2, which is the 9. So now I have a B flat major 9, 13. And what happened to my sharp 11 is in the mix still. Or is it not in the mix? Yes, it's still in the mix. There it is. So that's my sharp 11. Which is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sharp the 4 is 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. Sharp 11. And this gets funner and funner as we go. This gets, if y'all know the word, this gets dope. This gets raw. This gets awesome. Because now I understand my inversion. Yes, this gets interesting. Woo! B flat major, B flat major 13, sharp 11. Now Elder DW did this on the organ, and he went. Let me see how he did that. How am I coming off of that? On the organ, let me see. Preacher chord. Let me see. How do you do that? Actually, I need to do this on the organ. Hold on. They go. Let's see. Here we go. There it is. Here it comes. This is the B major 9, y'all. I can color it in at the A flat, causes me to play an A flat minor 9. Or depending on the key signal I sound, C sharp or G flat or D flat, whatever, right? A flat minor 9, 11. And if I take off the A flat there and take off the A flat there, if I don't play it, now that I'm playing it, the sus2. If I go for F sharp major, G flat major chord, over B major 7, root position, right? First inversion. So that's why it's important to learn your inversions, right? Second inversion. So I'm playing the second inversion, and then we have the third inversion. But that's going to be a piece of that messing with the major move because that's what causes you, and it ends up in the right hand, in the left hand. So I'm playing the second inversion, the third inversion of the major 7, B major 7 chord with the F sharp or G flat major chord at the top. If I add the A flat, it causes me to play the minor 9, 11 chord, whichever it sounds pretty. So he plays this move. Second chord. Oh my God, here comes y'all. Now listen, y'all. This is also a C9. I'm sorry, C6-9 sharp 11. Because the major move and the major move here, or the minor move in this particular situation, what? Basically, it's almost, you're playing two different types of chord. You're playing a minor chord in this aspect, and we're playing a major chord, D major. Causing you to play a C6-9 sharp 11 move. Now here comes the other chord, which is the B flat in a C chord, causing you to play a B flat 6-9 sharp 11. Right? Right? So he went. Second chord was F sharp minor. You see the F sharp minor 7. F sharp minor 7. And any other note that I hit extra is just a bonus. F sharp minor. And he does this move in the key of E. That's why I'm using that idea. So I can use the same idea in C sharp or D flat, and also in F sharp and G flat, and also in the key of B and the key of B. I was about to say A potentially, right? Right, C 6-9 sharp 11. Woo! Oh my God! And then that's that B flat 6-9 sharp 11. This is what happens when you start learning your chord, your scale, and the chords that's associated to the move. So I said, what if I learn the C major move? And what if I learn the B flat? Did y'all just hear a little thing? Did y'all hear that? I know y'all heard an idea, beginner musician, because I hear an idea. What? What? C, B flat, B flat. I hear an idea. I hear an idea. There's that B flat major 7 that I had already played earlier, root position. Or maybe I didn't. You got the root position. Take the B flat, which is your 1, put it at the top. The number is still 1, 3, 5, 7. B flat major 7. Now we're doing it in inversion. I'm taking the 1 and put it at the top. Right? 3, 5, 7, 1. Right? Doing it in inversion again. All right, that's my 3. It's going to go to the top. I have the 5, the 7, the 1, and 3. All right, so we had the root. Now we have the first inversion. You're going to hear this a lot. A lot. And when I say a lot, you're going to hear these voicings of chords a lot. Specifically, the first inversion. Particularly the first inversion. And that second inversion. And that third inversion. A lot. Played in gospel. I'm not saying the root, you're not going to hear the root. You will hear the root too. All right, now you see an idea that I literally just played this chord here. B flat, B major 7, B major 9. There it is. B flat major 9. It doesn't matter if I do the root. It doesn't matter if I do the first inversion or the second inversion. Or even the third version. If now that means I probably more than likely will move my F major chord to the first inversion. All right, we hear this stuff. Believe it or not, a lot. You know, you gonna hear the voicing. I could have went F major root position, first inversion, and second inversion. Now this, let's see. There it is. B flat major 9. I can also turn this into a minor 9 chord, a G minor 9 chord by adding one note. So remember, you can go from a major 9, right, to a minor 9 11. Right? You can go from a major 9 13, right, to a minor 9 11 13. Right? All right, and then you also saw that sharp 11 movement there as well. Probably more than likely when you use the sharp 11 as much, this depends on what the situation is. I hope y'all writing this down for my beginner level musician who was in lane number 5. And now you're jumping into that lane number 4. You want to get to lane number 1 where the pros musicians, our favorite musicians out there in this planet that we want to try to catch up to some of the stuff that they're doing, but we got to work to it. All right, that's what this is all about. Yeah, Andre is up to some stuff. Right? I'm up in here messing around with some stuff. Well, the only way I'm going to get there is I got to mess around with some stuff. or we use the word practice some stuff, right? I got to get this knowledge underneath my belt. And I'm not going to shut up. So the ones who want me to shut up and stop talking, I'm not going to stop. Because there's some beginner musicians out there who don't even know what's up. Now, if you one of the cats who know what's up, why don't you get on social media and help them out? Help me out. Help everybody out, right? That don't know what up. There's some people who just not as talented or gifted, or they may not have the oil like you might have the oil. So I'm trying to learn how to get some of that oil. I'm trying to learn how to get some of the oil. And all these chords I'm playing around with, I'm learning to do some few things. All right, mix and match chords. I know one of y'all figured it out. I know one of y'all said, wait a minute. He just sat here and mixed up 2 different chords. Yes, I did. A B flat with a C major. 2 different chords. Yes, I did. I even turned around and played an A minor with a D major chord. Yes, I did. I'm playing a mixed match chord. Yes, learn your mixed match chord. Yes, here's another mixed match chord. Yes, that's right. So yes, for my for my beginner musicians, the students out there, I'm a student right here. I'm a student too. I'm learning. Right, yes, learn some mixed match chords. You can mix match chord. So once you have learned this major move in your versions, we can go to the 2 chord, which is a D minor move. Right? 1 flat 3 5. 1 flat 3 5. It's the same scenario as you doing your 1 3 5 in this situation here. We're going to the 2, so we have the 1 3 5. And you do the same thing. You see my pinky is already saying, hey, yo, I'm right here, catch me. All right, so since I've already identified where it's at, I don't have to throw that pinky out there. I know now to go to the first inversion, right? And this number system is still the same thing as I said, 1, 3, and 5. Just think about it, this is a D major chord, y'all. 1, 3, and 5. All I did was flat the 5. All right, flat the 5. Flat 3, flat the 3. So we have 1 flat 3 5. Same scenario, right? Well, now when I want to move my flat 3 at, right? I want to move the flat 3 and do an inversion. Now I have the first inversion. Flat 3, my 5 stayed, and now my 1 is at the top. Oh, same scenario. Once you learn the concept behind the madness, you on your way. Now I want to do another inversion. Now I want to move my flat 3 this time up here. So I have root, first inversion, now second inversion. You're gonna thank me later. Because these moves, these chords are going to be your friend. And practice is up the keyboard, right? These moves is going to be your friend. You'll thank me later. Now, we got the the 3 chord. All right, E minor now. Same scenario. I have an E major. Just like I had the C major here, I can minor the 3rd and go to the C minor move. And the same thing, 1 flat 3 5. Now you see my 1 went to the top already. Now I have flat 3 1 5. Now I would have already did the fingering move and did the inversions. So root, 1st, 2nd. So now 5, 1, flat 3 is now at the top. And again, back to root, 1st, 2nd. A root is just the 1st inversion and 2nd. Back to root, 1st, 2nd. You're gonna thank me later. So now we have a C major root. Then I decide, okay, let me give you the minor move. Now I'm gonna go to D minor, 2 chord. If I put the 3rd, flat 3rd, put it back, in this spot, it's a D major chord. Oh, now I'm a minor it, flat 3rd. Now I'm going to 3 chord. It was the E major chord, and all we did was flat the third again. Flat third on the C, flat third on the D. Y'all gonna catch an idea from this, all right? Yes, same thing. All I did was flat the third, and doing the same thing. If I was in the D scale, I would still did my inversion. 1, 3, 5, D, F sharp, A. 1, 3, 5. What am I doing? Moving my 1 to the top. 3, 5, 1. Root position, first inversion. What's my number? That's the 3. Now I have my 5, my 1 in the middle, and my 3 at the top. And I did an inversion. And then if you see that A there, all I did was did the inversion of the A minor move, root position, first inversion. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was on my way to get this so I can show you this little idea. So I have the root position of the A minor chord, same scenario, A major chord. And all you did was flat the third in that scale. 1, 2, 3, flat the 3. You know what I'm saying? At 1, 3, and 5. All we did was flat the third. Now we have 1, flat 3, 5. In the same scenario, you see my thumb was already, hey! I'm moving the 1 now to the top, and I'm gonna do this little crawling move. And now I have the first inversion. Now, right? Flat 3. Right? We flat the third, the 5, and the 1. And now we have an inversion. A minor inversion. So because it shares some of the same notes in the scale as D scale, see, it shares some of the same notes in the A scale and D scale. And that's why the chord worked. Alright, so because the bottom note is C, is a C 6/9 sharp 11 chord. That's the name of that chord, right? The same thing with the scale, with the B scale, right? The B scale, right? And the G flat or F sharp scale, they share the same note. Some of the same notes. That's why it works. We might use the word blend. That's why it blends. And that's why you could transpose that. So B major 9, B flat major 9, A major 9. And all of this, you just taking the second inversion of the move. Root position, first inversion, the second inversion. And you taking the root position of that major chord. G flat or F sharp, F. These are going to be famous chords in all 12 keys. Oh my God. And all you doing is transposing that. What? That's all you doing. Okay, he is risen. Come on, y'all. He is risen for the dead. What? That song, He is Lord. He is Lord. I picked up from Josh Nath. That's why the chords, the notes blend. Let me see. That's why all the voices. Let you see. You're gonna be playing these major 9s, major 9s. I'm using the words major 9 chords. We can build on this, but you remember, you were still in lane number 5. And now that you got out of lane number 5, the tow truck fixed that flat tire for you. You got a little knowledge a little bit, right? Maybe, he put some gas in your car, gave you a little, hey, look, you need to make sure you fill up your tank before you leave. He's giving you a word of advice, right? All right, so then you start learning chords and figuring out how they connect. All right, you start learning to figure out how they connect, right? So we were in the D minor move, and I told you this E minor move. All right. So we had the same scenario, right? 1 flat 3 5, and same thing you're doing in the Virgin. All right, I don't have to spread this out no more because now you have already got the concept about how this works. Now we can go to the 4 chord in that scale. F major. You already heard me playing it already. All right, you already heard me playing it. And how I can use the idea. Oh. So, can I use B flat and F? Yes, watch this. Yes, B flat major 9. Root position in the second version of it. What? Can I use that B flat and add that 7 here? Yes. Yes. Can I do inversions of it? Absolutely, yes. I told you. Yes. I told you. Yes. Okay, there's a song that you can turn it into a major move, as I said. Right? A major 9 move or major 7 move, depending on if you getting rid of the 2. You get rid of the 2. So if I got rid of the 2, it's a major 7. B flat major 7 move. And if I add the 9 to the mix, now I have a major 9. Oh. Now if I want to minor it, add the G. Doesn't matter what hand I do it. Or both. All of it. Well, if I don't want that, it's kind of silent in the left hand. And now I have a minor 9/11 chord. I went from a major move by moving the G. By removing the G, right? From a major move, major 7 move, to a major 9 move. We can also drop the 13, which is also the 6. If you know your scale, you have to know the scale to know how to make this happen. And if I want to put the 6 in here, right, in B flat, where's my 6? There it is. That causes me to play the minor 9 move. So as soon as I add the 6, it causes me to go to minor move, which is a minor 9/11 chord. Now, I was on my way to this to say, okay, I already learned this little something, this little level number 1, if you will. I got my scales in level 1. I got my number system in level 1. I got these chords on level 1. Major move, minor move 2, minor move 3, major move 4. Okay, let's go on ahead and go to G now. So, how can I use G? Can I use C with G? Yes. Yes, I can. It can put me at a C major 9, because you remember, if you know your scale, that's about 2. 1, 2, the 9. So if I don't want the 9 there or the 2 there, I have a C major 7. Just 1, 3, 5, 7. Remember 1, 3, 5, right? All right, 3, 5, 1. Now we adding the 7 to the mix. All right. Now I want to add the 2. I can do it in the left hand, which is the 9. Remember the continuation of the number system. Or I could have put the 9 here. Doesn't matter. Oh. And you said, wait a minute, but that's a C? That's the 1 chord. And then I went to the 5 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have a G major chord there. Now, if I want to spread this move out some, I can do what? Root position, first inversion, second inversion. And then it's still a C major 9 chord. Doesn't matter if I do the root position. Matter of fact, it doesn't matter if I give that to you there too. I'm just flavorizing it. So that's the major 7. I took my 9 out. I'll put it here. It sounds better here. Now I have a major 9 chord, C major 9. What? Now I could double up my major 7. I can still give you the 9 there or here. Here. Or I can still give you the double 9. I can call it the double 9. Oh, if I want to give you the 11, the 11, I ran out of fingers. Not necessarily. Well, I'm running out of some fingers here. I ran out of fingers. Except for that ring finger over here. Okay. Okay. Now, remember, I have a double 5. So I can keep my 5 at the top. And let me give you the 11, which is the 4. Now that's a D minor 9. 11, 13 chord. Yeah. All right. Woo. Oh, what if I switched it? And then I put it here. Now all I did was omit my 3. It doesn't matter because it's down here. There it is. I'm just trying to see if I can get it to sound prettier. Okay, what if I want to move my 1 in the or the 8 and the 9 on the bottom of my right, and let me shift it to the top. Let's see. Still kind of sound funny, but you guys get the point. It's a minor 9, 11, 13 chord, right? Okay, so you see how I'm building chords, just messing around. I also could have did it with the 2 chord and the 1 chord and give you the D minor 9, 11. Clean. Clean. I just played it clean. Or cleaner. All right? Yeah, D minor 9, 11. And what is happening here, right? I use the chords in the scale. In the scale. C major 1. I just dropped it to the top. And my 2 chord was the minor move, D minor. And now I have a D minor 9, 11. Oh. If I wanted to go to the 3 chord, which is a minor chord, if y'all would have probably was paying attention, beginner musicians, you would have saw that C major mixed with the E minor creates a C major 7 chord. And remember, inversions of the C major 7. Root, first inversion, third inversion. I'm sorry, second inversion, and then third inversion. And I have the E minor, because that was the number 7. And the number, technically in C scale is the 5. And then we have the 3. Oh, so that's C major 7. And if I want to add the 9, it's the 2. I'm sorry, wait a minute. Well, because I'm coming from this angle here. All right. 7, 9. Chord I had just literally played, but I just gave you the third inversion at the top. So now you see my right hand, left hand's trying to fill in and say, hey, well, basically you can double that up. Woo! Now you can double that up. Because basically you're playing a C major, and double up, and E minor, double up. Right? And you just add the 2 in the scale, and you have the C major 9, 13. And I'm not going to mess with the 11 unless I short the 11, which is the 4, and do that. But I ran out of fingers over here in the left hand. Okay, let's do it like now. It sounds decent. C major 13, sharp 11. So you become creative, and that's what musicians do. Like pro musicians, a lot of these pro musicians, I'm not here to disrespect anybody, but they don't want to show you this type of stuff. And this is what they do, figure ideas. Oh, discovery. Oh, discovery. Oh, discovery. Oh. And all I just went from the 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna go to the 4. F major. With the C major. That makes me play a what? F major 7. And guess what? The 2, which is 9. Oh, I could have put the 2, the 9 down here. Now I have an F major 9. And then I can take you down to the C and G. Somebody. Oh, that's someone be trying to call me. Was somebody trying to call me? All right. So you see what I'm saying? So when you start learning your chords, you're gonna start realizing they're right here. And then there will be occasions where you have to borrow another chord from another key to make it work. That's my 4 chord. That's my 5 chord. That's my 6 chord. Remember that minor chord? A minor. Wait, stop that. A minor, right? And of course, I learned my inversions, right? Root position, first inversion, second inversion. Oh, so I can use the 6th chord. Now I can borrow another chord from another key, D. And that's all I did. Borrowed another chord. This was my 6th chord in C scale. And then I had to borrow another chord from another key. Okay, let's try that C. It worked, right? Yes, it worked. Why? Because it's a C major, right? It's a C major 6 chord. Why? Because 1, 3, and 6. It's in the C scale. And of course, again, the 8, right? That's 9, 10, technically, and the 5, right? Create a C major 6 chord. And of course, remember, you can add the 2, which is the 9. So now this chord is now become a C 6 9. What? C 6 9. C6-9 chord. Remember we did a C6-9 earlier, but I went to a D major chord and played it with a sharp, I believe it was sharp 11. All from just me messing with one note, C major. All right, C major 6. That's the 6. In the C scale we have 8, 9. Now this turns into a C 6-9 chord. Because of the minor move and the major move mixed together. Mix and matching chords, y'all. Now I want to go up half step up to a D major chord. D flat major chord to see what I come up with. Okay. A minor with a D flat or C sharp major chord to C. That's a little weird. So let me see. It's either my left hand, I'm gonna drop the 2 and see. Did that change anything? No, that's terrible. Let me try the 2 or the 9 and see what I get. Well, I'm not. Yeah. Okay, I'll pass on this one. And let's go half step up to the next key and see if it sounds better. There you go. A C6-9 sharp 11. If I take off the D, the F sharp there, It's a C69. It's the same chord I just played. Literally. Unless I gave you the C double C on the bottom, it's the same chord I just gave you. Or unless I switch over and give you the C here, the E here. Oh, what would I play? I forgot what I played. Yeah, the major, C major. And I told you that. It's a C69 chord. And when I was at D, only difference was I put another A at the top. And I took off the sharp. It's still a D, a C69 chord. Even if I wanted to add the C here, watch this. Or if I wanted to add the C up here. Now, if I double up the minor move, let's just say I want to double up this minor move. Right, double up. Now, I went to an A minor chord, for sure. Yeah, so an A minor chord. So, I've just learned a few chords just messing with it. Right, so root, first, second. Did you see how I just gained chords just that quick? What? Oh, wow. Right. And then I said, all right, that D major chord. I just added an extra note to give it flavor. That allows me to do da da da. Perfect fourth. Perfect fourth in E scale. So I'm just playing a perfect fourth in E. Alright? So, and it's basically as if I'm playing which is a D sus2 chord and bringing you up to the major move, basically, and being flavorable. D sus2 up to the D major chord and give you the C69 sharp 11. So that's when you heard Devin Mover do it. Oh, wow. Then B flat 6/9, sharp 11. And then he comes out of it. All right, that's an F sharp minor 9 chord. F sharp minor 9. All right, F sharp because of the power chord. The A power chord. A perfect fifth. And then I gave you the secret sauce chord, which was the F sharp. Hold on. F sharp and the F sharp sus2 and the C sharp. Or it could be G flat sus2 or F sharp sus2. It could be D flat sus4 and as well as C sharp sus4. They both share the same secret sauce if you know your scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright? And taking my fifth, right, taking my fifth note and putting it on the bottom. Causes you to play sus4. Now if I take my 1 and put it on the top, both these chords and this chord share the same secret sauce. All I did was move my 1 to the top. I usually call this the 2-5-1 chord. If I was in the C sharp or D flat sus4 move, I'll take the fifth in that scale, and there it is. The same thing. And using the power chord on the bottom will cause me to play a minor move because of the F sharp at the top. Actually, hold on. That's not F sharp minor move. That was a major 9. A major 13 actually. I might have hit an extra note somewhere. Yeah, that's what it was. I accidentally hit the wrong note. Well, I was doing this little twangy. That's what it was, okay? Because he comes off this smooth. Yes, so That's an A major, not 13 chord. You might use the word alt 9. 1, 2, it's the 2. Now remember I said that was an accident. That's like the 9 right there. Because remember, this is 2. 1, 2. We use the word the 9, right? So my finger minor actually didn't gives you the opportunity that you can use the see. And because I did that, it causes me to play the F sharp minor 911, and up to the A major 13 odd 9. Woo! See, you start learning these fat chords because you start understanding the theory behind the madness, and you start using mix and max chords between your major move and your major 7 move, between your major move and your minor move. You can now go diminished move over either a major move, pick the right one, whether it be B major, root position, first virgin. You got to decide on who what you're trying to do. Right? You can go diminished 7. Hey, stuck note. Diminished 7. Over major move, you can go minor. Pick the right one. Or maybe that yeah, all right. Maybe that's not the one. See. You gotta figure out which one you want to use. If that's not the right one, you keep fooling with whichever minor move it is. E flat minor 6, 9, with 11. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to use. I'm using first virgin. Sounds funny. There it is. Right, so C minor 7 flat 5 with 11. I just omitted this for now, right? Alright, that sounds cool. I'll keep transposing it until I find the right one I'm looking for, right? C diminished major 7 with the 9. You just mess with it, right? Mess with the minor move, right? Till you figure out which one you want. Then that might be okay there. Anyway, so you learn to do some mixed match. Maybe that didn't work too well, so I go over and transpose to a D minor move, and now I try a G minor move here. There it is. Whoop, whoop. There it is, right? Now that I see that, I can transpose that back to right. Alright, so I can transpose that G minor root position. Root position, first virgin, second virgin. Woo! That D diminished 7, flat 11. I'm sorry, D diminished 7 with 11, flat 13. These are chords that Elder Devon played in the voicing of the song he did. Wow. If I know my minor move, right, G minor, what's before G minor? And that means all I have to do is transpose to a D flat or C sharp diminished 7, 11, 7, 11, flat 13. And I just do the same thing. Y'all heard me playing it already. Right, C diminished 7, 11, flat 13. Now we can go on and start doing inversions of this stuff too as well. Right? Whatever you're doing. Right, I hear an idea. You see what I'm saying? Then I can also take you to the tritone move. I took you to the diminished move. Right? Take you to the diminished move. Right? Right? Well, hey, what you doing, left hand? Then I can take you to the tritone move. Look. You see? What tritone I do? Take thee there. Right? Messing with it. You know what I'm saying? So this is just end up being a major 7, sharp 13. Just transpose it. Major 7, sharp 11, major 7, sharp 11, major 7, sharp 11, major 7, sharp 11, till it start getting dirty on you. And you know, you can go up if you want, right? So remember, learning chords by messing with your major move, right? Your major 7 move, your minor move, right? Your augmented move, right? We can play augmented chord. I'm gonna give you the 7th there just as a bonus, which is a C major 7 sharp 5. I can give it to you as a chord movement, or I can give it to you as a tritone movement. So, and you find out what works. E major with it, because remember some of the notes in some of the scales will work in other keys. E over this move. It's a C major 7 sharp 5. Now I'm getting flavorable. Right now, F sharp minor 11 flat 5. I'm getting flavorable. I just learned a few chords in a short amount of time. C major 7 sharp 5. I'm sorry, C major 7 flat 5 sharp 5, sharp 5 flat 5 with the tritone. Now I'm gonna bring you over to an E major chord just because. C major 7 sharp 5. Watch this. Flat 5. Now that makes me play an F sharp minor 11 flat 5. Watch this. Alright, I had the D E major chord. Let's transpose down to E flat. Ah, that sucks. Let's go to D with it. Oh my god. What? C major 13 flat 5 sharp 13. Sharp 5. What? I went from an E chord and then I gave you that flat 5 there, okay? So C major 7 sharp 5, and then I'm going to a D major chord and see what I get. Woo! What? Oh, I see what I can go with this. You know, you can see where you can go with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can be creative with the idea. Okay, so let's omit that other chord. Alright, so I had this. Kind of sounds funny. Now I'm gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just transposing, y'all. I'm just transposing it. Right? Right? I'm just transposing. going between the major move and the minor move and the major 7 flat 5 move. I'm going between the 2 or the 3, 4 chords all at one time, but right. Okay, now we're going to the D chord. That sounds pretty. C major 7 flat 5 sharp 5. A flat 7 sharp 9 sharp 5. F sharp minor 9 11. Right. And all of the chords that are built are doing is building from this move right here, y'all. And all I'm taking major, the 1 and the 2 chord, y'all. Minor in the left hand, major in the left hand. Right, all right. We call this mixed match chord. And then you know you start coming across discovering ideas. Get a look. This is free. You know what I'm saying? And then now that's the minor 9/11 move, right? I'm just coming at it from this angle. I can also hit you with the major chord. Major move, minor move. Right? Either with the major move and hit you with the minor move. Now that turns into a sus13 sus chord. And it's the preacher chord in F sharp. Can I get a witness? That preacher chord. Whatever, right? So can I get a witness? That God. Right? Right? So you see what I'm saying? Ba-da-da. Da-da-da-da ba-ba-da. What up? Ba-da-da ba-ba-da ba-da. 5-1. I'm in F sharp 5. How they do that? You know what I'm saying? You know, so can I get it right? That God is, or whatever way I want to do this. Let me see, I forgot the other chord. I forgot. I forgot. Hold on, what? I forgot. Let me see. I forgot. I don't be doing this stuff no more. Let me see. I think I do this. I'm gonna do the Dever move. What was that voicing he used? There it is. Reverse. These are chords. Literally, if you see it, think about it. It's the major 7. Whether I'm bringing it in here and I'm just transposing, or whether I hit you with the minor move. Is this the first version, second version? What? Whether I'm hitting you with inversion. And all you doing is inversion. Inversion. And you just spread the hand now to what we call the major move at 7. All day. I keep saying that. Learn your major move. Alright. The minor move. Right, the augmented move. I'm giving you the bonus point. Put your 7 there. This is a C major 7 sharp 5. And And I told you about the tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's that voicing. That's because I threw the bass line. If you're in C sharp, let's just say if you're in C sharp or D flat, D flat, C sharp is the same thing, but alright, D flat, we calling this A flat 7, sharp 9, sharp 5, right? Right? What mouse am I doing? Alright, so if you were to say, hey, well, I'm in I want to be in the key of D flat, right? So let's just go to D flat. Where's my D flat at? So you do I got a D flat on there? Oh, there it is, D flat, right? It becomes an A flat 7, sharp 9, sharp 5, right? Now, if you change the key signature and say, hey, well, I'm in C sharp, let's see what it says. G sharp 7, still sharp 9, still sharp 5. Oh, it's the same thing. So if I'm in C sharp, right? If I'm in C sharp, right? Okay. Woo! So I'm just here helping out the beginner musicians. You know, just to let you know that hey, you don't have to stay in lane number 5 forever. You can get out of lane number 5 by just sitting here like I'm doing. This is my 1. I'm putting it at the top. All right, that's my 2 chord. It's a minor move. I'm on my 3 chord. And my 1 at the top. I just went ahead and used the finger, thumb there. Then I have my 4 chord. If I want to go second inversion with it, it's still the same thing. All right. All right. Whatever key you want to put it in, it's up to you. All right. F major 9. All right. You know, I can add more notes to it. Now that turned into a minor move. That turned into a C69 chord. Remember I played this earlier, but with the but also with the D major chord. With a sharp 11, by the way. So you can see here and be creative. That's why I say get your book, get your pencil, and write down chords because they're right here. Unless otherwise I need to borrow another chord from another key to give myself something else fun to do, right? So I have a C major with at the 1 chord and my 4 chord in the left. Whether I want to do second inversion or not. This still turns out here to be a major 7 until I add the 2 in that scale of F, which is the 9. Now I have an F major 9, F major 7, F major 9 again, F major 7, F major 9 again. All right, I'm not going to drop the sharp 11 because I would have to sharp my 11 and go half step up. I'll give it to you so you can see what that sounds like. There it is. So, F major 7, sharp 11. Let's take the sharp off, and maybe I might want to put it at the top. F major 7, sharp 11. Let's go ahead and drop my 9. That might give me a little bit more flavor. See, yeah, that gave me a little bit more flavor. If I wanted it to, I'll go ahead and give you the 6, which is the 13. Remember the continuation of the number system is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And now I want to give you the 13, which is the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, F major 13, 13, sharp 11. That's pretty too, right? Now I can spread that out because I understand my major 7 chord. And now I can take that chord and bring it to the top. Oh, yes, I can still give you my 9. Even though my 9 is up here too with the sharp 11. Even if my left hand is playing the major 7, I I throw the 9 in so I can prettify it a little bit. I can give you the 13 double up. Okay, what if I don't want the 13 no more? I mean the sharp 11 no more. Cool, no big deal. So now I just have the 13, 9 and 13. 9, 13, 6. 2 and a 6, same thing. Oh, now I can do my inversion. Oh. And I'm just making it pretty. Now I'll double up. Double up. I'm just doubling up. 13. Now I'm not going to double up the 13 in the right hand. I could. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to. So it's all about discovery, right? Okay, and then we already went to the G, which is the 5. I explained that by putting the 1 chord on the bottom. Now, I tried to do that with the 1 chord at the top. I ain't feeling it. However, it's a what? C major. It's a C major 9 chord. I ain't feeling it, but you know, hey, now you see my thumb is trying to get a piece, then I can do inversion. I mean, okay, I'm feeling it now, okay. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now that means I can bring that in. Oh. Now that made me go to a minor move, so take that off. There it is. C major 9 chord. Now, because I know that I can go down here. I can go down here now. C major 9. I could have built that from the bottom up. And now, all I did was double up everything pretty much. Everything doubled up. But this voicing right here I want. Yes, that's C with the G. Inversion now. Inversion now. And now see the C major 7, C major with the E minor, and my G major second inversion. Oh, and now I got the root at the top, second inversion. Oh, now I can be fancy with this. I'm gonna take this off for now. Now I took my G major chord and put it at the top and did the fancy 5 thing, which I had already told you about this one. Now it'll allow me to switch the fingering, you know. Now if I hit you with the D on the bottom, D. All right, it's gonna give me the preaching chord in the key of D. Can I get a witness? I'm sure y'all heard this voice. Can I get a witness? Now we do inversions, right? Now I want to do inversion again. I did a root. This is the first inversion. I might want to do that second inversion and do it now. We might say it sounds prettier now. All I'm going is back and forth between the major 9, C major 9, and to the A minor 9, 11. Because of the left hand is playing the major 7 in the second inversion. Remember I said this earlier. Same thing. And all I did is half step up, major, minor, major, minor, major, minor, major, minor, major, minor, major, minor, major, minor. And causing me playing the minor 9 chord with the 11. Now, when I hit the bass line, of course, it's a sus chord now, a 13 sus chord. See, all the chords that we're hearing and being done, y'all, are duplicated chords, whether you playing it in the root position or the first inversion. The second version, you playing these chords and you using the tritone. Also, you can use the idea as a major move or the secret sauce chord. Let's go to C with it. C. B flats. B flat major 7 flat 5. And then I hit you with the C bass. Now this has become a C9 13. So I hope you got your pencil and paper and you writing. And this is the stuff the pros are doing. Some of the stuff the pros are playing. All right, now that makes me go to why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I told you I'm not going to stop talking for my beginner musicians out there, the people who want to learn. Matter of fact, this is your Bo Andre. For those who's been watching me for a while, I started this back in September 23, and thank you guys for hitting that like button. Those who like what I'm doing, enjoying the content that I'm dropping. All right. I kind of wish I sort of had this for myself back in the day, but it's all good in the hood. It is what it is. I did run across maybe 1 or 2 good musicians who did give me the time of the day. Yes, gave me the time of the day and said, hey, I'm going to show you some of the ropes on how to do what other guys are doing. And you can learn how to do this thing, but you got to put the time in. Put the time in. So that's what we doing. And so while I'm doing all what I'm just mentioning about, you know, your 1 at the top and your 2 and so forth and all that, we already got to the minor move. We did the diminished move and the mixed up chord to see what worked. I mess with it to see what works, what don't work. All right, what work? Oh, F minor 13. Ooh, 9 sharp 11. Ooh. Ooh. You see what I'm saying? So I'm messing with it, right? And then I put it in my book. I got a bunch of these books here. I got probably too many of them. All right, a bunch of these music books like this. I counted 13 probably over there, and probably another 15 in my closet of me just jotting down chords like a maniac. Like a maniac. And just sitting at the keyboard discovering ideas, right? And yeah. So every chord I literally just got through sort of playing. I didn't do all of them, but I did some of the ones that I'll have reason to believe. I have reason to believe. Let me see what one do I want to start with. I have reason to believe that, let's start with this one. For YouTube, this is teaching purposely only. What they call that? Fair game, right? All right, I do not own the rights to what I'm about to play right now, but everything else, I own the rights to it, right? I am the writer and the author and the finisher of my own works. I transcribe and write chords like a maniac in my books, right? So this song, I'm only going to do very small little bit of it because I may get a YouTube strike on it. So just so you cats out there are new musicians, she won't. Hey Andre, is she? What? How are you working tonight? Yeah. It's kind of scary. Sounds scary. What does she want? Asking me if I'm coming to work tonight. She doesn't even work with me no more. I wonder why she asking me that. Hold on. I'm not sure why she's asking me that. All right, let's see here. All right, so let me get to that CD. All right, let me see. Get to that song. And then I'm gonna mute it just for a second. Just trying to figure out what she want. You won one of the raffle basket. What? It was just my luck. I win something funny after 12 years. That's funny. That's funny. Maybe I might run the lotto this year. Or whenever it comes. Nah, I don't be playing that stuff. That's funny. Okay. Okay. This is funny to me. I've never won a prize in my life. Of all these years that I've been at this place. Now, I don't even know what I did with the ticket. Ooh. I don't know what I did with the ticket. I promise y'all, I don't even know what I did with that ticket. I'll be surprised at that ticket. It might even be in my wallet. I doubt it. I don't know. I have no idea what I did with that ticket. I don't know what I did with the ticket. Let me see. Let me see what she's gonna say. Let me see. What if I can't find the ticket? Oh, she's already put me on. She's already going to bed. She got to work tonight too. That's funny. Actually, she used to work with us, but she's in a whole different department from our union. One of our union reps. Okay. I don't even know what I did with the ticket, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. That's funny. I ain't never won nothing. I ain't never won a nothing. So let me see the song. All right. Of the chords that I just mentioned. All right. How do you find it? It's simple. I had already told y'all how to do it. Right. You can't go wrong, I don't think. All right. I said that to somebody. I said, there's no way you can go wrong after I trained you how to do your job. There's no kind of way you can mess this up. And I don't know how people still figure out how to mess up on the job. Okay. All right, so the very first chord we're going to hear. Hold on. Which line did I got this on? Oh, sometimes the devil messes with my computer, so let me see. Did it drop my volume? It did. All right. I thought I heard a noise go boop. That noise I thought I heard. All right. Here. All right. So I did hear that earlier. So it was messing with my volume. All right. So the very first chord, literally the very first chord. Now, I said earlier, you're going to, practice on your fifths, your perfect fifths and your perfect fourths. And all 12 keys, just like you would do with your scale. Because a lot of that perfect fifth is your major chord. It's just your 1 and your 5 note. Your 1 and 5. It doesn't matter. If you go to G, the 1 and the 5. And G. Doesn't matter. F sharp, your 1 and the 5. It's a major chord. There it is. 1, 3, and 5. And that's the root, right? Then, you have your first inversion. 3, 5, 1. And then you have your 5, 1, 3. So your perfect fifth is your 1 and your 5. And your middle note will be your 3. And that creates the major chord. Oh, you are going to hear a lot of that from, let's say you might hear Cat doing it. The famous chord, right? I didn't know what that was, right? And then it dawned on me, that's the 1. That's the what? In B flat? The 3. And then that's the 5. Oh, so it could go either way. You can go from your 1, 3, 5. It can go, your 3, 5, 1. 3, 5, 1. And it also go to your 5, 1, 3. Oh, so yeah. And because of the right hand, the thumb is on the bottom. That's my what? 3, 5. I mean 1, 3, and my 5. second inversion of the B flat move. Oh, right. Now you might hear cats doing this minor third. You might even hear it as the major third. Remember, we have a minor third, then we have a major third. You may hear voice movements done that route. So here we went from the major third, because that's the 5. And then now I'm doing the minor third. Remember, A minor. A minor. The minor third. Oh. And anything else that you hit along the way, it turns into, like I said, you still playing a minor chord, A minor. And that's the 7, because if you know your scale, right? It might be even actually flat. It might be actually flatted. Anyway, you guys get the point. Right? So you're going to hear a lot of that. So you might even hear this one, perfect 4th. So you may hear you may hear the you may hear the minor, the perfect 4th, right? You might hear, and that's the minor. Well, this is called just the perfect 4th. If I move this note over here, it's the 3rd of minor, 1 flat 3. You might hear that movement, and of course I just told you the major 3rd. Here's another one. I think it's not really that many of them actually. You might hear cats doing it. Minor 3rd, which I had already played, the A minor 3rd. And then you have the C 3rd, 1 and 3. Let me see. Then you may have the perfect 4th, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might hear the perfect 4th. And that would just be transposing. So you might hear that. You see? So you might hear that movement like that. Da-da. So yeah, you might get a combination of the perfect 4th, the 3rd, right? Right? D perfect 4th, C perfect 4th, right? B 3rd, and the minor 3rd, A minor 3rd. So you might hear this move. And you know, with a little, remember I told you about the fingering, right? You know, now you have the A flat 3rd, now you have the G perfect 4th, and then you have the F perfect 5th. And those are little ideas musicians have come up with. I don't know if you want to use the word nuance. I guess that's probably the best way of putting it. You might learn some nuance. I think that's how you pronounce it or say it, right? Then you might hear something like this. You might hear stuff like, okay, right? That's the tritone, obviously. Perfect 4th. F perfect 4th, and E perfect 4th. You might hear these kind of stuff people be doing. Perfect 4th, and whatever movements that they're doing in this song. All right, I'm giving y'all that as a bonus. All right, so major 9. Okay, and then you know. All right, major 7 flat 5. Sharp 5, I told you that's what you're going to end up playing, either your major move, whether it be played in its root position. Right? Now, you remember the tritone was here. I can drop it here now, do an inversion. Now, that changes my voice, of course, to a minor 11 move, all right, versus a major move. Oh. Major move, major 7 flat 5, sharp 5, right? I can do inversions. Root position, first inversion. I'm sorry, root position, first inversion, second inversion. And I can move this up. Doesn't matter if I do inversions, right? And these are the chords you hear cats be playing. Stuff like this, you know. Now, whether it be B flat or E. Remember E? Whether it's root position, second inversion, or first inversion, or back to root. Now, if you go to root in this aspect with this changed the chord name when I changed over from B flat to E flat. That goes into a minor move, minor 9/11 move, right? And I'm using the root. Now, what if I use the second version of this move? It's the same thing, right? I'm just messing around with it. If I change the tritone, of course, the sound of the chord is going to be different, right? And it goes into a different name of a chord. But this is the minor 11 move. All right? So, that's why I said when you hear moves, you'd be like, what? Okay, that's a major, major 7, flat 5, and then you have the sharp 5. Sharp 5. And it's going to more than likely be at the top of the head. Oh. And now if I told you if I add the bottom note, which is C tritone, we're in a minor move now. 11 minor move. We're in 11 minor move, flats 5. No sharp, but minor move, flat 5. 11 minor move, flat 5. C, stuff like that, right? So that changes the whole thing sometimes, but we got to get familiar with it. So when you hear these chords, you be like, oh. And there's different ways to approach it. So this is the major, B flat major 9. Remember this? Now I went from what? The B flat major 7, right? With the B flat. Watch this when I use the F. Wait, where's my 7? There it is. I took the 7 off. And what is that? A minor, D minor mixed with B flat. What? B flat major 7. Right? Oh, wow, that's crazy, right? Yeah. Then I can take you to the B flat chord. Wow, that's crazy. Or F chord. So we use the word borrow chords because sometimes in the scale of F, in the B flat scale, they share some of the same notes. Not all of them, but some of the notes. So that's why I'm saying, you know, yes. Okay, now that you learned that, you know, you're going to start realizing, oh, wow. So let's play the move. Let's play the song. YouTube, this is teacher purposes only. All right, teacher purposes only. Fair game, fair game, fair game. I do not own the rights to this music. Let y'all know right off. And there's more than one way to approach your major 9, your major 9 13, your minor 9, your minor 9 11, your minor 9 11 and 13, or your minor 13 9 11 chord. There's so many different ways to approach that. It's just one way of doing it. There's another way to doing it. There's another way of doing it. There's another way of doing it. There's another way of doing it. All types of approaches to that move, okay? And the chords that I was telling y'all earlier, the G minor 9. Okay, so a lot of the stuff we might hear cats doing, we be like, what? So we had the G minor 9 earlier, right? Oop. Right. I told you different ways to approach the minor 9 move. If you look at the top of my hand, I'm playing an F major with a B flat on the bottom. And you see the G there. It's the power chord I told y'all, remember? The perfect fifth. Everything else is bonus. Well, I have the 7 here. So if you know your scale in G, 6, 7. So I had the what? Flat the 7 in G. So everything else is what I consider bonus. Right? And see, now you have the G scale and then the F scale. Yes. So you have the G scale. And I was using the 1 and the 5 in the left hand, perfect fifth. And then in F, I'm using the scale there too. In B scale, I'm using the what? The 2, which we call the 9. That's why you're going to end up with a G minor 9 movement. And down here at the bottom in my left hand is the 1 and the 5. Perfect fifth. The top of the hand, I'm messing with the in G scale is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And B flat is in F is the 2. I'm sorry, the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5. Right? Now, in F, we have the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And G, there you can't count that unless you go 1, 2, sharp 2. Right? But in F scale, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you have it there. And then in F scale, I told you we flattened the 7. So I ended up putting it in the right hand as well as the left hand as a bonus. At the 1, 5, flat 7. So they call this a G7. Now, we have the perfect fifth in B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Right? That's the perfect fifth in B flat. Now, that's the 7 in B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Y'all see what's happening there? So now we have a B flat major 7 chord. And this is a sus chord. Well, actually, this is F major, right? But it turns into a sus move because of one of these notes. Sus in here somehow. Let me see how they get the sus. I think it's from the B flat. Yes, it's from the B flat because 1 and 2 and 3, 5. 1, 2, and 5, which is a B flat sus 2, y'all. And that lets me know that F sus 4 is related to it. And that also lets me know that they both share the secret sauce. Now, if my reach can get there. Ooh, that was difficult. Woo, woo, woo. That lets me know that F sus 4 and B flat sus 2, they both share the same secret sauce. Oh. So now it makes me play a G minor 7 with the 11. Okay. Now we got the C at the top. Didn't do anything. So now I'm going to take that B flat, which was my 1 technically, and drop it here. As a matter of fact, you're going to hear that chord played in that song too. All right, that's a G9 sus 4. That could be played around with the G9 7 sus 4 and 9 7 9 7 9 7 9 7. However, see, then you see how that other finger would drop. All right, you're gonna see that voicing there, right? Okay. Now I'll just double up the G, giving me some flavor. All right, G9 sus 4. Now I'm going to lift up the middle finger, right? And then I'm going to lift up that thumb, and there's my reach. Now I'm going to switch the finger over so I can get this to feel comfortable. I'm still hitting the F chord with a piece of B flat chord. And if it was possible, I'll be able to reach that, but I can't. So now we're in a G minor 9 11 chord. Right? Then that's when he does this. And then that's when he does. See, now you see where that came from. And all I did was transpose to the F minor 9 11 chord. I did was went from an F major chord to an E flat major chord, y'all. Transpose. Transpose. And it's the same scenario what I just played. Literally. Literally. F minor 9, 11. E flat to F. And I did the same thing. The same chord, y'all. Now you probably saying, well, what's going on with that thumb? All I did here is move the 5 up. Of course, I moved my 1, and then I went to half step back, a whole step back, and did the same thing on the 1, right? And moved up to the flat 5, to the flat 7, and the F scale. Flat 7. And I can get away with the F doubled up, and I can also get away with the G. That's just flavorizing things and making me play an E flat add 2. 1, 2, 3, and another key. Remember, I said E flat. And F. F and B flat. And that creates a chord. Oh. F major chord, B flat. Which make you play a major 7 chord. B flat major 7. It's just equivalent to me doing this, y'all. And anything I add to it turns to the minor move. 7. And then change, when I go to G, change it to the minor move. And now that changed me back to the major move, major 7 move. Oh, minor move, major move, major 7 move, minor move, just by move 1 note back. Anyway, you know, then you come from a different angle. That's minor 9, C7, F minor 9. I just went with the minor 9. F minor 7, B flat. Remember, I'm just B flat. Things I'm doing an inversion to just help that note there. Right? F sharp, major 7, because I'm still holding on to that F at the bottom because it's in the scale. The 7. And this is root position, first virtue, second virtue. That's why it is an F sharp or G flat major 7. You know? Okay. So every chord that's been applied is pretty much your major 7 flat 5, all this stuff. Your major 7 flat 5, sharp 5. All that is going to be into my book, okay? Let me see. All this is going to be in the book as far as what I just told you earlier. Okay, that chord I told you earlier. Let me see, how did I voice you here? Here it is. Right, major, G9 sus 4. G9 sus 4. And you see, I can mess around with it. Put me at the F minor 9, F minor 11 flat 5. F major chord. Or I could have went to the secret sauce chord and say, I'm gonna play A flat sus 7. A flat 7 sus 4, and bring you to a E flat major 9 or major 7. I just do an extra note there, just double up. And if I wanted the 9, I hit the 2, or if I wanted the 13, it would be the 6. And I told you it's more than one way to approach the moves. You know? You know what I'm saying? So, you know. Every chord has been played, y'all. I just wanted you to see. Okay. Yeah, so, you know. Told you. All of these chords are basic chords. They're basic, literally basic chords. Yet we were still parked over in the 5th lane. We can start playing like Aaron Lindsey and Mike Burrell and Jason White and those other cats out there that really, really are favorite musicians out there. We can start learning how to do that stuff. It's just that we got to practice the basic stuff using your left hand and doing mix max chords. That was sloppy. Then I can branch out. And you can start learning to play these fancy chords. What we call fancy, but they're not really fancy. They just, well, okay, we call it fancy. You know, whatever, you know. You make it for what you want it to be. Be you, do you. You know, you don't have to necessarily sound like the, you know what I'm saying, like the other people, you know, but, you know, you can do your thing, you know, you know, you can do your thing, you know, on how you want to. Here or here, right? You know, and I try to learn some of the moves that they do. The way he did it. Or I can go, he didn't do that, but I'm saying. Instead of playing this voicing, I can bring the voicing in and go minor 9/11. Oh. Whatever, you know. And then he didn't do all that, but he did do I see what I'm saying? And learn some of the ideas. And then sus4. Okay, and then I can go right, and then that's the other move I told you. I told you this chord was a famous chord. Third, major third, minor third, minor third. Right? Back to that major third I said earlier. Woo! Major 9, flat 5. Not this one. Not that one. All he did was just move there. Just move that one move. And then, of course, the finger did another chord movement in the right hand. Woo! Perfect 4. Perfect 3rd. Minor 3rd. Let me say, see. Oh, hold on. See. Is that what I wrote? Hold on. Da-da-da. Oh, this one. Come on back. I'm like, wait, I got the wrong tritone. All right, minor 7, flat 5. All right, you know, and I think I did a little thing yesterday playing around. That's what the pros be doing, messing around and coming with ideas, y'all. Okay, coming with ideas. Fair game, fair game. for YouTube, so I don't get a YouTube strike. Fair game lessons only is only for teaching purpose only. All right, but the chords are chords that are easy to do, familiarizing your finger to do them and learn to do them in other keys is the name of the game. All right, you know, I'm not sure what B. Let me try B flat. Try B flat. Let me see. Is this gonna be too loud or not? That thing's flying. That thing's flying. All right, here's another trick to that. So you know you B flat, you can go to B flat sus4. Take the 4 off, and you have the 1, the 5, 1. They call that the perfect fit. And then you look for your scale 6, the 5 and the 6. 5, 6, 5, 6. You know, all this is the style, and the changing the style. You know, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6. 1, 1, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1. You can do whatever style it is doing this move for this particular key. that move I was telling you about. I've got one. Because I'm messing with the minor move, right? And so yeah, I didn't forgot what the chord. I think that's what it was. Yeah. So you can mess with the minor 7 flat 5, or however you want to do that move. However you want to do that. You might hear the other way. You might that is the minor 7 flat 5 flat 13. That's another route too, right? So you know, whatever you want to do. All right. So these are chords that you know you're gonna come across along the way in life. You know, you might come across some stuff by accident. You know, is it? You know, that's that. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. That's the minor 7 flat 5 with the 11, right? You know, let me see. Hold on. If I was in, let me see. And the other one is, I think that's the one. Let me see. Oh Lord, let me see. Trying to get ideas in my mind here. Hold on. I forgot. If I was in A flat, let me see. Oh no, that's C sharp. My bad. I'm in the wrong key. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so okay, so there. I think this is the one. Yeah. Da, 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 da. That's another way, okay? The other way I was messing with the minor move, with the trident. Right, so that's the minor 7 flat 5. And then, you know, and then, you know, you then, da da da, you know, and you can mess around with this, y'all. That's the cool thing about it. You know, once you get the hip of something you try to do. what I said what the other one was. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so the other one was E flat minor 7 flat 5 up to E minor 7 flat 5. And then I said, okay, we can go and hit you with the, let me see. What I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. Right. Okay, so then we hit you with the D flat minor up to the D minor 7 flat 5. Let me see if that works right quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta eat. I'm hungry. Let me see. Hold on. I lost what I was doing. Okay. I forgot what chord I was playing. All right. Let's hit that again. Let's hit it again. Ba, 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 ba. And then the other one. Hey, stop it! It's like, stop this! All right, so there's all kind of other ways you can do this. All kind of stuff you can do. But once you get an idea on what you want to do, all you doing 1, 6, 5, 1, 6, 5, 1. It's kind of like jogging. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6. And then you just chop at it. You can change the rhythm. It's kind of hard for me to slow it down. Okay, so what I'm doing, I forgot what I was doing. You know, and then the other one is that you probably hear that. You usually probably. You're just changing up the rhythm, you know? Then the other ones is faster. Something like that, right? Every chord is all basic theory, right? All right. I'm doing overtime. Let me get off of here. Even from that song, for whatever the chords, you know. E flat minor 7 flat 5, and I said, oh, it's the same scenario, sort of. I just went from the tritone to the minor move. You know, that's all I did, y'all. Just transfer. I forgot what the chord I played. So, E minor 7 flat 5. Transposing. And I'm using the minor to do it. Yeah, the minor move. And you know, you might see some of that in preacher moves. You might see that in a shouting move, praise break move, or just in a song somehow. You know what I mean? You know, I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Instead of trying to go back to the one, you know, I might find a way to, I could do this in the major move or the minor move, all right? And so if I know where my target move is, so if I already know what my minor move is going to be, I love you, Lord. And I know I'm either want to go to the minor move and I love you, Lord. You saying? I love you, Lord. Oh, I can do that on the 7-3-6 too. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. And do this major move before. Don't go to the one, right? Love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I. Don't go back to the one, all right? Because my whole idea, I need to get to my 3. So I'm transpose. Right? So I have to figure out. You saying, love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. You know, today. So I'm saying, I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I could do that too, to go to the 2 as well. I didn't do that. I just went to the 2. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Because I can use the minor move because I'm going to the minor move. So I can. I love you, Lord. Today. Now we're going to get to that 7-3-6 movement, right? Remember this? So instead of me doing da, 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 I can go now. That's what the pros be doing, some ideas like that. And I'm like, oh. I try to use the idea on the 2, right? I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. All right, today. 7-3-6. Still, I'm gonna go. Of course, my bass line will be walking with me, right? You know what I'm saying? Ba da 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 da. so. Or I could choose a different bass line to mess with this. Right? Yeah. Yeah. A, B flat, B, C. Because that's my target chord. 7, 3, 6. 7, 3s. You know what I'm saying? What? So you know what I'm saying? I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can do this. Same scenario. Secret sauce. I love you, Lord. Today. 7, 3. Major 7 flat 5. 6, 9. And then 7, 3, 6. 7, 3, 7. And this is the 7. 7, 7 in another key. 7 in another key. 7 in another key. What? 7 in C, 7 in B, 7 in B flat. Until I get to the key of D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 keys back. You know what I'm saying? And then watch this. Then I want to go to my 3, right? Now I gotta go to my 3. Right? What? So I can do that. And then hit you with the other move. 3 chords back. So I did 1, 2. Let me say 1, 1, 2. But 1, 2. Let me see. Hold on. What am I thinking? 3 keys back. Now I can decide what bass line I want to do there too. Use the same bass line I just used a minute ago. Right? Or I can go E flat, E, F. Because remember, I'm going to the 3. Oh, and the 3 in C, and the 3 in B, the key of B. Oh, or I can switch the bass line and go. Actually, switch the bass line and go. Not A, B, B, C, or D flat. Well, actually, no, B flat, B. Yeah. So it just depends on. I prefer the A. I hear that in my head. Or I can hear the E flat, I think. Yeah. E flat, E, and F. I hear those movement in my ear. So I can go either B flat between the 2 bass line. I'm sorry. E flat, A and E flat. E and B flat. And F and B, either one. So, but this is what the pros do, right? And hit you with the 6 chord. All right, y'all, I got to go. I'm hungry now. I'm feeling the hunger coming over me. And you know, remember, I'm just transpose. I might take off the tongue. So that way, at least whoever knows what I'm doing, they're gonna know I'm in C sharp or D flat. And you know I'm in. I told you these chords don't come up. You know. All right, this is the end of, I think, my little thing I wanted to do. Actually, not all of it, but I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. Come on, you dumb computer, stop playing with me now. The other chord I want to show you. Oh, wrong chord, wrong folder, wrong folder, wrong folder. Why I always have to look for that folder? Where are you? Okay, I'll do this one right quick. Just a little bit of it. Let me look for the other folder too while I'm at it. Let's go to the, and these are the same chords you're going to hear of our. Play it over and over and over. Different musicians. Where you at? There you go. I've told you, these chords, you're playing them over again. Alright. That's one. Oh, what key we in? G, I think. 1. I'm sorry, 5. Hold on, we're in G, right? This is the 5-1-3. 5-1-3. G. So what he's doing is just playing the 5. 1, 2, 3. What's that sound? Oh, that's my JBT. Same chords, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not kidding you. The same chords. And he's doing a G. C. I can use the secret sauce chord, let me see, or the F chord. Let me see. Hold on. F or the secret sauce chord. It sounds pretty with the G9 sus4 chord. Play like the pros. B flat, add 2. There's a lot of chords right here in the middle of this movement. B flat 2, B flat major 9, B6, B flat 6 9. That's all these chords in this mix. B flat add 2, B flat major 9, B flat 6 9. That's a trick. We have the perfect fifth, 4th. Now we have the sus2, D sus2, and then we have a G major add 2. That's a trick. Just alone, those 4 chords. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3 chords. G add 2. C add 2. C major 9. A minor, A minor 4-11. C add 2 again. So that's a trip. All these chords right there. G, 9 sus4. B flat add 2. B flat major 9. B flat 6 9. That's crazy. And B flat add 2 again. Because remember, it's in the B flat scale. But it's also in the F scale too, some of the notes. Some of the notes in the scale. Let me see. I think that's G minor 7. Actually, I snuck a B flat major 9 13 too. G minor 7. B flat 6. A flat minor 7. So he's just doing this. Don't miss it. Up. There it is. Which I said earlier, G minor 7. B major 9, B major 6. A flat minor 7 with us in 13. Back to B major 6. And D flat major 6. Then he chords to the E flat major 9 13. I told you these chords is all day. Those major 9 chords. Oh, okay. And then the next move was D minus 4 11. 4 and 11 the same thing. E flat add 2. E flat major 9. E flat 6 9. E flat add 2. It's just, you know, he's just messing with. Alright. G7. We heard a G7 like this too. And he saw the best in me up here. Alright, and then he does the G7 here. What? B flat 6. I told y'all again, the minor 11 flat 5 all day. Right, it's just your major move. Right, you know. Remember I did this? I love it all, I love it all, I love it all today. To the 7 3. If I wanted to do a passing move, I could have went. Or I can go come up to it or come down to it. 7 3 6. The 7 3 6 move. Or up to it. To the minor 9 move, right? So we can hear these chords and it's like, oh man. Yeah. Right. So you go to the A flat major 9. Major 7. I think he's gonna do the the third A flat minor 3rd. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. So you just kind of touch that because he's holding the chord. Minor 11 flat 5, major 9, and kind of do that little thing, make it go to A flat major 7. And then we played this chord already earlier, y'all. And he's the best of me. And the other route you heard it with the tritone, which is the minor 7 flat 5. And this is one with the D tritone. This is with the E tritone. Minor 7 flat 5. This is B7. B flat 7. Oh man, yeah. So you'll hear the same chord. Going back to the major 9 chord all day. And then he does a little trick. That's the sus4. You just messing around with that. F major 6. And then we're going for the F sus4, 9 sus4, F 9 sus4. Right? To that same thing, that minor 11 flat 5. This time you're gonna go here. Minor 9 11. F minor 9 11. 9, 11. Let me see. And then you do that same. Now this time, he's going to hit you from this angle here, which is the major 9, flat 5. All right. Well, that one actually. I just do a little. I do a little cake on that. A little icing. I do a little icing on here. I like that. That one. I believe that's what he actually played. The B flat 7, 13 again. Let me listen to it. Yeah, so that's what he did. All right, I threw a little icing on that, and you know, I gave it a little cake. I turned this into an A flat major 9 flat 5, but he didn't play that. He played the B flat 7 9. I mean B flat 7 13. And guess what? We're going back to the major 9 13. Yeah, because you hear it. And that's the 13 is kind of short. It's just kind of a quick hit, and then you to the 9. Little twang. All right, right back to it over and over again. G major 9. We're gonna play this type of stuff. Major 9. I mean major 7 flat 5. I told you that over and over and over. We're gonna hear this, and it could be approached slightly different. All right, So it could be approached to look slightly different. Right, this one's the D flat. So it was just approached slightly different, right? And he just fancifying it by moving and creating this little crunch here. You know what I'm saying? Right, just fancifying it a little bit. Anyway, so that's that one song. This one is called Lifetime Worship, done by Elder DW. All right, and the next one, and then I'm out for sure, because, gee, y'all got me in overtime. Same chords, same idea, just in a different key now. And how is he approaching it? Check it. Same thing, what? This was E flat. I think this song, Best of Me, is E flat. Same chord. What? And he did the same idea as the other one was, when you remember that, 5, 1, 3. And you remember he added the 2. That was with the other key in G, right? This time, in this song, I think we're in F. This time it's 5, 1, 2, 3. Same thing, y'all, with just a key change. Half step back, and add the 2. Oh, wow. E flat major 9 again. A flat major 9 flat 5. E flat major 9. Of course, y'all know I'm twanging, or my wife called it twanging the 13, which is the 6 in E flat. And then he go on. Now we going to the major 9. All we going is transposing, right? Or he can go major. We can use the minor move, and we can use the major move. There's one note back. Whole step note back. What? So yeah. So we just using that one note, a whole note step up. So, right? Da 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 da. Here we go. Here it is. F major 9, flat 5. Right back to it. All right, right back to it all day. Right back to it. You just took off the top note. That time I got the 13 in there, 9, 13. I told you, there it goes. The major flat 5, major 7 flat 5. I told you all day, transpose. All day. Okay, and last chord. I had already played this earlier. G minor 9. And remember, that one note can turn this into a major chord. B flat major 9 and G minor 9, 11. Just that one chord when you playing your major 7 chords in second inversion, by the way. And it could be that one note that would turn this into a minor move, which is the G. G minor 9, 11. Doesn't matter what hand I put it in. Right? Doesn't matter which hand I do it in. When you add a G, it's the minor move. You take it off, it's the major move. You know, I might do a song called Put Your Left Hand on the Minor Move. No. Right hand major, left hand minor. Just that one note. You know. Yeah, just that one note, y'all, can cause you to play a major move. You know, that can cause you to play the minor move. All right, this is your bow, Andre. I think I've done some damage already. As far as letting you know, beginner musicians, you got some work to do. Or intermediate level, we got some work to do. Those who are already pro, y'all have already arrived. Unless otherwise you don't know, that almost rhymed. Unless otherwise you already know or you don't know how to do your number system and your scales and stuff like that. It is what it is. You just got to go back and make it happen. So I'm going to go get up off here. I'm going to grab me something to eat and let these lessons marinate in my spirit, as you guys should do if you had already written this stuff down. And then you're going to take that and do your homework. For my beginner musicians out there, do your homework. And catch y'all later on. Peace of love and cornbread. Woo!